Hey, sorry for this last minute edit, but I actually had to edit in some more. So wait, make sure you watch all the way to the end of the video because there's more. There's more thrift stuff. There's thrift, auction, thrift. But I already made the main part of the video and I just thought I would do it this way. So make sure you watch to the end. Thanks. Alright, welcome everybody. So we are in that time of the month where I round up all of the thrift stuff that I've found. I went 5 different times. I went to 5 different places. One of the places I went back twice, and the other, I think I went to 3 of them in one day. But I don't know, it just went really well, and a couple of them didn't really. I can't remember. I'm thinking. A couple of them didn't really have much, and I got one from one, and I got several from one, and I got another one from another one. So I did really good at one of them, and then okay at the rest of them. But anyway, so we start off here. Here is the Triad EX3. This is a blue one. I've got several white ones. I don't know what the difference is between the blue and the white. Why one's blue, one's white. I'm guessing date. But I didn't have a blue one, so I went ahead and got it. Of course, we've got a 6-round Accustrike magazine. I think it was 50 cents. Can't back that up. Now this one was really cool. I don't find many ultras, so I'm super happy to find this. This here is the Ultra 4 in like nearly perfect condition. And this is a Springer, so this is actually really super sweet, and it's really super close to 152nd. Might do a review on that if everybody wants to see one. So I didn't have one of these. I know this is probably one of the more common ones, but honestly I don't see them very often. So you got the good old night finder, and it actually works. So that was interesting. Kind of on the weak side, nothing, compared to the Fire Strike or the Bolt, it's pretty weak. But you know what I mean? It's iconic stuff. You can see it looks like it's been a little wet, played with outside, kids had fun with it, it's had a good life, and like I said, the laser actually, as you can see, it still works. So that's pretty cool. And then I was pretty happy about this one. This is the Nerf Mega Tri-Brake. And it actually works. It's not broken. A lot of them I know they break and they're broken or whatever, but it works really good. It shoots really good. And I'm almost complete. Honestly, I only need like 1 or 2 more. The lightning bow and the double breach is all I need to finish my Mega, but I really don't like bows that much. I mean, I like the Thunder bow with the Mega, but I really don't like that kind of bow with the string. You gotta let it go and snap. I don't like that kind. So I probably won't even get it unless it's like a super good deal or I find it thrifting. I'm not paying $1 for one to finish the thing. So I got this at one of them. I just walked in. This was it. There was nothing else. Nothing else on the shelf. Nowhere. This was on the top shelf. I was really surprised when we found this right here. A Rapid Strike. And it is an okay shape. It's been used. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not terrible either. But when we got this here, it was all cracked and corroded up in here. The batteries are really cruddy. We pulled that out. My wife took it all apart. She cleaned on it, and she actually put it in I think she used a sonic jewelry cleaner to get the rest of the crap and corrosion off of it. So yeah, she put a lot of work into that so that we could have this working, and I highly appreciate that. But she got it going for us, and like I said, put a lot of work in it, and and it's okay. I mean, I know a lot of people like these. I guess if you mod it, they're pretty sweet, but I expected more. I have an Infinus, and an Infinus is like tenfold better than this. So maybe it's just this one. We did have some issues with it. The pusher didn't want to do anything, and then finally it just, hey, it just started working. So maybe it's just this one's had a hard life to it. I don't know. So this next one, I already had this one. This one's been, as you can see, the string's pretty stretched out here. So this one's been probably set in a toy box like this for a very long time. And this is a Zombie Strike Crossfire. Pretty cool little bow. Like I said, this one here is a little on the leak. I haven't chronographed this one or anything, but my other one will shoot right around 65, 70 foot a second, and I don't think this one will even get close to that. I picked it up, so you know what I mean. It was Zombie Strike. Yeah, I didn't really need it, but you know, when some of the blasters are cheap, I'll grab them either way because I can use the parts. Now this next one I was really super excited about because I'm a huge fan of Vortex, and then this one being the Lumitron with the actual Firefly magazine. Now this one here, the batteries are a little crapped up, so I had to get that taken care of, but it does work. The light works and the glow discs will glow, so super sweet. But this one's a little on the weak side. Like, I mean, this is basically a Praxis. They renamed it. It's a Praxis is what it is, but it's a lot weaker than the Praxis that we have, so I'm assuming that this one has sat in a toy box or somewhere primed, because that's pretty much what messes these up. They sit primed for so long because nobody realizes when they're primed you can't pull the trigger. You gotta load them and shoot it out until it puts it at rest. And I think that's what messes up a lot of these. And I'd say this, there's no telling. You know, there's no telling how long this one's gonna sit primed. But that's all for the actual thrift. Now I do have some really cool stuff. Nope, I don't. Take it back. I got one more. I forgot about it. I hung it up over here. A blue and yellow Firefly Rev 8. I do not have the correct actual darts for it, but it does work. The lights work, which is super awesome. And like I said, this is the old dude here. I do have the yellow one, which is the newer one. I believe this is the 04, the yellow is 05, and newer. So they only did this, the blue, I believe, in the 04. So I've pretty much got most. There might be one or two I'm missing, but I've got most of the old blue and yellow stuff. Anyway, that was super cool. Day it out. I'm like, hey, I wasn't really after it, but I'm like, I can't pass it up. I didn't pay nothing for it. Now, that concludes the thrift. This is all the stuff that I found thrifting. But the next bit of stuff, I'll figure out how I'm going to do that. I'm not going to show everything because some of it, what it was is it was an auction. Sometimes I buy stuff online. You know, you've got your various places, and no Nerf person's probably going to really share where they get their stuff. But this auction, I really couldn't pass it up. I really wasn't, there was some things in it that I wanted, but I really wasn't watching it that hard, and I was just seeing the deal was too good. It was too good to pass up, and it had no shipping. 0. So I jumped on. And what it was is a whole lot of stuff that I already got. But it's some stuff that I didn't have. And I'll show some of that stuff. I'll bring some of that stuff out, and I'll throw some of the stuff that I thought was way more cooler to find. But a lot of it, like I said, I wound up with there was a couple extra Mavericks in there. There was 2 more Strong Arms in there. There was 2 more Disruptors in there. Another Night Finder. Just several other things that I've already got. But one of the coolest things was in there. I'm not going to show it because I already it's taken apart right now. There was a Vigilon, the green Vigilon, Sonic Green Vigilon, but the slide was broke. It's got 2 little tabs that go in, and from people not realizing how they work and they keep pulling on it, they broke it off. What happened? And like I said, bad thing about Vortex, they get messed up because people don't understand and they just pull and it breaks them. So unfortunate. Perfect condition other than you can't prime it that way. You can shove a screwdriver in there and prime it. But so that's one I'm not going to show. I would have, but like I said, it's in surgery right now. See what we can do to get it fixed up. But I'm going to get you some of the stuff that I thought was really super cool, and I'm going to share that. And like I said, it's not really thrift, but it's still Nerf, and I bought it at a discount, I guess, or kind of like thrift. I mean, it's not really, but like it was, some of the stuff was just too good. It was things that I needed and I just didn't have, or I wanted for my collection. I didn't have it. I just couldn't believe it. The price was, it was I don't even know if I can name all of them. I paid $14.99 for it, and I'll just show you some of the stuff, and then I'll try to remember what else was in there, and I'll tell you. Stay tuned. Alright, for this next bit of stuff, this is the stuff that, it's not all of it, but it's a lot of the better stuff. And like I said, this lot was paid for, I paid $14.99. That is it. That's all I had into this. So there was some cool things in here that I want. Actually, you know, I forgot one, but I'll just tell you what it was. But so anyway, we're gonna get started. I don't have one of these, and I'm a big fan. This is the brake barrel. Barrel brake. Yeah. I'm a big fan of shotguns, and I really like the N-Strike line, so had to have it. And like I said, we got a lot of shotguns, but I didn't have this one. So this was in there. I'm like, cool. And then this was another one that I didn't really have to have it. I really wasn't after it, but it was kind of cool because we had the blue Firefly. Well, there was a yellow one in there. So I just, hey, we need it. We got a yellow, we got a blue. Hey, why not? So I went ahead, that one was in there. That really wasn't the reason that I got it. The barrel brake was one. This one here, I didn't have any hopes for this one. I do not really like Magnuses at all. When they work good, when they work right, they're very powerful. They're kind of rickety, and this is actually like the second oldest. The Centurion's the oldest, and then this is the next in line. Now, not a fan of this kind of loading either, but this one works flawlessly. Like I said, a lot of times what happens is they screw up and they jam up, and there's a lock in there. If you just take it out, it saves you from breaking it. But anyway, so this one works really good. I thought, man, cool, whatever. I wasn't buying it that lot for this because I didn't expect anything out of it. But it turns out that we got a really good magnet, so cool. Now, this one here, I already had one. I have the Elite version. I forgot. I think it's called. This is the Barricade. I think the Elite version is the Stockade. I think that's right. They're exactly the same. This is yellow, and the Elite one's the Elite colors, but they're exactly the same. Work the same. Got the 10 round on it. It came with 2 of these. It had 2 of these in there. One of them, this one here, yeah. This one was no big deal. We just changed the batteries out. It was ready to go. The other one's really kind of crapped up, corroded in there. So that one is getting a mod project, and I think it's going to be kind of cool. Because these are kind of cool, but they're finicky, and they're underpowered. I think instead of having 4 batteries, and here's only got 3. So That's kind of a downfall. That's kind of a downside to it. They need more power. Now, this one, I really like the red rivals, but you can see this thing like that. It doesn't look like it's even ever really been used at all. And these things are nice. They work pretty decent. And then it came with the actual, I mean, look at the magazine. How nice it is. I don't think it's ever even been really used. Come with the 6 round in it already. Now, I think this is an Apollo. I'm pretty sure what they call Apollo. I've done a couple reviews on Rival. I like Rival. I like its accuracy. My dislike is because the balls go everywhere and they get lost where we're at. So that's my dislike for them. I actually have I have all of these still. We have 2 reds and I think 2 blues. But honestly, I really like the red. I think the red looks way better than the blue. We have a Chaos in blue, and we have a Nemesis in blue. I think that's it. But they're really nice. I tell you, I had a, I think it's called Helios, maybe. It looked just like this, but it had the Phantom Core thing. I don't know what it's called. It had the little Phantom Cores, but it was messed up inside. And I kind of really, after taking that apart and seeing how well they are made inside, I was a little bit impressed. So maybe I'm going to have to figure out another way to round up the Rival balls and maybe have to start getting back into Rival, because there's metal gears. There's gears in here. There's metal pieces in here. I think the gears were metal. It's actually got like a slide, like rack style, like rack pinion style in there to prime this, and I guess that's so you can actually prime it and actually make it easier prime. So pretty good. So we might be coming back around. I don't know. Let's see. But anyway, that was in there. Like I said, it's super nice. I mean, that thing I don't think it's ever been touched. Now, this I was really super excited about. Not so happy about what I found out when I got it, but still super excited about it. Been waiting on one of these, and I never have been able to find one. It's been over a year. Do you know what it is? It's the Raptor Strike. So, I'm a big fan of Sniper Rifles, and this one is no exception. I really like, I will pick every one of these up that I find. I've never found one, so like I said, I had to buy this one on auction. Now, this is what sucks. When it got shipped, this was hanging out of the box. So they'd been throwing it around and they bended it. Not saying I can't fix that. I'm sure we can. It works primes fine, and this thing shoots over 70 foot a second, so that's actually really good. But one other thing, it's missing my sight. I wasn't great. Really wasn't great. Got your bag holder right there. But all in all, I really like this. This is my favorite regular dart shooting unmodified blaster so far. I'm going to say probably period, because I've had a long shot too, and I actually took it apart and it's in a box over there somewhere in pieces. But this is actually really nice. This is actually rubber. That's actually rubberized. It's not plastic insert like it is on the other one. It's actually rubber. So this one's pretty nice. They put a little bit of thought into this thing, and it's kind of cool. It's got your faux barrel, but it's really short because you're only shooting from like right here, so it's only that much. It's not like it's the full length all the way out. But, so there's the Raptor Strike. Other things that were in this lot were, I got another brain saw, and it was kind of messed up. It's still kind of messed up, but it kind of works. There was a modulus in it, missing the battery door off the bottom, but I went ahead and put batteries in it. I wanted to see how it worked, and it works really good. I was really super impressed with that. So that might get the motors ripped out of it, putting something else maybe. I don't know. We'll just see. I haven't done anything to it yet. There was a Moto Strike. That was another one of the megas that I wanted and needed. Didn't have the magazine, so that's kind of sucks that I don't have the 10 round, but it accepts the Tring magazine, so, and it works really good. I like it. I think it'd be really cool if you modified it, it'd be really super cool. But it's fine like it is. I like it. I mean, honestly, it's not bad. Not bad at all, really. I didn't expect a lot out of it, but it's pretty cool. I think that's about it. I think that was pretty much all that was in there. Like I said, I mentioned that there was Maverick strong arms and disruptors in there, which we've got a bunch of them. I got some for mod projects. I'm gonna get to them. I got some other stuff I got some more pieces and parts and stuff, and we're gonna start trying to get into some modding. Yeah, I need to start doing some more reviews, but I'm working with this new format and trying to get it all dialed in, and hopefully this is better than what I was doing, because it does look, to me, it looks a lot better. Sometimes I need to move back a little bit because I know I'm too close, so I move around a lot, but it's a lot better than actually the way it was, because you could see more like this. Now doing the testing and the chronograph, well, that's a lot harder to do like this, but I think I've got that figured out. So stay tuned. We'll see what we come up with there. But anyway, like I said, this is my thrift. This is an online auction that I bought. Like I said, I just added it in here. I mean, you know, I thought I'd show you some of the stuff. Some of the stuff to me was really cool. Like the Raptor Strike was awesome, fine. I mean, just I was a little let down. I was really let down when I seen it was messed up. But it's okay. It functions fine. And I really like that blaster. Super nice. Tons of mod potential in that, I think. And then this other stuff, it's all pretty cool. Like I said, I really like the old N-Strike stuff. I don't know why, because it's actually pretty dirty and weak for the most part. But it just looks cool, though. This one doesn't look near as cool as the blue. I think the blue and the yellow is pretty cool. But that's what I got. So that's going to be our thrift for February. And then, like I said, yeah, that's our thrift and auction. I mean, I guess I could just call it thrift too. Like I said, $14.99 is what I spent. All in all, through the month, my first original thrift, I think I spent like $8. And then when I went back, I think I spent another 12 or 15 or something like that. So I've got like $30 in all this stuff, maybe 40 tops in all of this stuff. I think it's probably more like 30. So I thought that was a great month. Like I said, the thrifting went pretty good. I did forget one thing too. This isn't Nerf related, but as you can see, I like Star Wars. I found this dude right here. Found my little R2-D2. He cost me 25 cents and he was worth it. I know it's not Nerf related, but my name is Dartzone stuff. So there you go. That's gonna do it. So hopefully y'all enjoy this. Hopefully you enjoy this format. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you should do something different. Open to suggestions. Thanks for watching. Alright everyone. So I already had the video made. And I wasn't gonna go thrifting anymore. And yesterday we did. And we found some really cool stuff, and since it's February, it needs to go in here. So kind of messed up video, explained that in the beginning, but here we go. This is the last of the stuff that I thrifted. I promise I'm not going to thrift anymore this month. But the Sweet Revenge Rebel Hammer Shot, super sweet. It's pretty much just a zombie hammer strike. Performs pretty much the same, loads the same, and functions the same. Super good shape, you can see right there. It's crazy how some blasters you get, it's like they've never been touched, and some of them look like they've been run through the ringer. Now, I did get another Rebel. I don't know what this is called. I tried to look it up. I don't know what this thing is called. Little 3-barrel job. I know it's older because of the design. These were a little bit later in the Rebelle, and this was early on in the Rebelle, this design that they have. So I do know it's a little bit older, but I don't know what this is actually called. But pretty cool. It shoots pretty good. Got pretty good spring in it, but it's kind of like a bigger triad. But I know they made one that was like that. So anyway, there's that one. I don't like that. It's cool. Of course, we got an addition, another zombie one. I didn't have this. The alternator. And the thing that's cool about this is technically it's a single shot. It's a double barrel shotgun, or it's a triple barrel shotgun. So to speak, because it's 1, 2, or 3. So I justify this as a hand shotgun. But yeah, super cool. Did fine. Didn't pay much. Actually, I paid a little bit more for it than I think it was probably really worth, but I didn't have it. So, you know what? I won't go out of my way to buy different zombie stuff that I ain't got, but whenever it's on thrift, I mean, come on, we'll do it. So, here's another cool one. I wish it had all the parts. I have another one of these, and I really like these. I'm not a huge fan of like retaliators, not because I don't like them, I just think they're hard to work over a long period of time. But I got this here, so I got me another Delta Trooper. It's in really good shape. Of course, no barrel, no stock, and I don't have one that has one. Now, to me, this is, I mean, it's still a retaliator, but this is nice. This feels so much nicer. It's easier to prime. I would say if you put a bigger spring in this, dude, it's gonna be pretty sweet like that. And that's why I got this. This is gonna be a mod. The big stack of mod blasters is getting bigger and bigger and bigger by the day. So anyway, that's what this is for. That's why I grabbed it. Delta Trooper. So I think this will actually probably hold up better than a retaliator, because I've done some heavier springs in retaliators and they don't like it. Now, this one was kind of weird. So, I have one of these. It just looked like a retaliator at first, because of the back. But then I looked at it a little bit more, and it's a Recon CS6. But it's an M-Strike, which kind of threw me for a loop, because I have a CS6 M-Strike actually hanging right here on the wall. It does not look anything like this. I mean, it does, but it's actually got the, I don't know if it's reverse plunger or however it is, but it's got the tube that comes out the back as you prime it. These do not. Spring stays in here. This is nothing more than looks, because the actual spring doesn't go past this part. It stays right in here when you prime it. On the other, the Recon CS6, so I don't know if this was like the later one before the Retaliator was actually born, or if this is like version 1 of a Retaliator. I'm not really sure. Because when you prime this one, nothing comes out the back. I just so happen that I have this is the Recon that I have, and this is what was throwing me for the loop. As you can see, tube comes out, tells you it's armed, very much different. Anyway, I don't know if somebody knows why, if it's newer, later, older, why the difference between them. I don't know. Like, comment below, because I have no idea. Mod project, though. Probably shouldn't. I have several Retaliators, and the only reason I pick them up is because they don't cost much, so yeah, why not? So, not a super awesome blaster. Maybe honestly getting a little bit more rare. I don't know, because you don't see very many. But this is the Busby Gunsmoke. And I don't really know anything about it. I've used the old Busby double barrels that look just like this. You know what I'm talking about. They were pretty sweet, pretty powerful. And it took the shell. So happens that I have some. And they're right in here. So, gotta have these to fire these things. And it takes the batteries go in there. So you actually put your batteries in there, and when you pull the trigger, it smokes. I'm guessing you take this out maybe to fill it. There's a tank. So I don't know what you put in there. So this is kind of new to me, but the shell shooting ones are pretty cool. All the ones that we had that were double barrel, side by sides, they break. This band right in here snaps, breaks, cracks, everything gets messed up in there. So that's what happened to all ours. And like I said, this is I've never seen this one, but stepson really wanted it, and I was like, nah, whatever. So we got it. He liked it. Whatever. Works out. Now here's the last one for today, and this one was super awesome. I could not believe that I seen this in a thrift store, and it's complete. And it's a Pro Blaster. It's actually my first one, because I don't have anything. One thing I have is modified stuff. I don't actually have a Pro level blaster. But today we do. The Aeon 3. Just like this. This is how I found it. Complete, even with the barrel attachment. It's still, the end was still on it. So super cool. Got your little mag. It's got everything. I mean, it's perfect. And it works. It works pretty darn good. I don't really think it's been used much. And the main reason is because I wonder if this was bought for a kid. Kids are going to have a major problem. Really hard time trying to prime this back. That sucker is stout. So, yeah, I'd say that's probably what happened, and they just couldn't do it. So, anyway, but that's cool. I got lucky. Somebody decided to get rid of it. Now I have one. Been kind of wanting one. I've been holding off on the short dart Pro stuff, but probably not going to now. I've got tons and tons and tons of old blasters. I really don't need any more, but I don't have very many of these, so now I should probably start doing this stuff. That and my rival. There's another one. See, I've said that I'm not a fan of rival, and it's not that I'm not a fan of rival. I actually like them. They're very accurate. They're like way more accurate than darts. Sometimes. But my main problem is where we're at in here, where we have our stuff and where we do all this stuff is they go everywhere and you can't find them. But I got another Apollo too. I didn't show you. I showed you one. I'll show you earlier in the video. In the video you seen one, and I got another one today. So I've got several of the red, and I got one I think blue, and yeah, I'm starting to slowly get more rivals. So I guess we're gonna work at the rival again. But anyway, so I'm trying to keep it too long. But this is the last of the February thrift that we got. So really super good haul. The auction stuff was really good. It was all great. So went really good. Like I said, there's a few pieces that I really wanted, and a lot of it was just bonus stuff. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Comment, subscribe, thumbs it up if you like it. If you don't like it, thumbs it down, because if you don't like it, it's going to keep showing you this kind of stuff. So if you don't like it, thumbs it down, then maybe it can put it to the people that want to see it, and that's what I want. So yeah, thumbs up if you do like it. Sends it out to where it needs to go. Thumbs down if you don't like it. It'll help. It helps. Yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you.